Yo, ViivviiX here with the 4th installment of the V-Files.
You should go check out the other episodes.
After this one if you enjoy it. Today we have the elegant, classy, Gekkokan High School's very own student council president, Mitsuru Kirijo.
You're unworthy of my time.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're scum! We suck!
This is your friendly YouTube spoiler warning. Following the structure of the first 3 episodes,
You should go check out the other episodes.
these are the points of interest I'm going to be segmenting the information into. Segment 0, Persona Inspiration, Lore, aka Persona Trivia. Segment 1, Gameplay, Combat Prowess, Pros and Cons, and Suggested in-game Equipment. Segment 2 will be going over her basic background info and character bio. Segment 3 will be highlights analyzing her personality, character growth, and moments I enjoyed during the game. So without a further ado, let's hop into it. Persona Trivia! Penthesilea is one of the Amazonian queens that appear in Greek mythology. She is the daughter of Ares, the Greek god of war, and Atrera, queen and founder of the Amazons. It is said that she has several sisters. According to legend, Penthesilea accidentally killed her sister Hippolyta, and as penance for her actions, she joined in the Trojan War, leading the Amazons to battle. She joined the war in its 10th and final year, and was said to have killed Achilles, but Zeus brought him back to life, and Achilles killed her. Artemisia of Caria is an ancient ruler from the west region of Asia Minor, who served as queen after the death of her husband, Lygdamus. Continuing his legacy, she became an advisor to Xerxes,
Your joys will be endless.
the Persian lord at the time, and formed an alliance with him in a war with the Greeks. She is famous for her participation in the Battle of Salamis, where she survived being captured by sinking her own ship, and therefore formed an escape route. Then she came back to Xerxes and convinced him to retreat. Nevertheless, the Persians were astonished by her battle tactic and praised her to be a valiant ally. Getting into her combat prowess, her pros is she nullifies ice, she has high magic, she has decent agility, she has single target and AoE heavy ice spells, she gets Ice Amp to increase that ice damage, she gets a Mind Charge which is more situational, and then she gets a single target full heal. Her cons is she's weak to fire, she has unreliable CC, so depending on which version of Persona 3 you're playing, can become annoying. I personally played S.E.E.S modded with playable party members, but if that's not the case or you're not playing portable, it can become a nuisance. She has low endurance and low HP. Her best gear would be resist and evade fire, armor, and shoes. Her best fusion weapons would be the fusion weapon made from Michael called the Dioxpus, one-handed sword with 450 attack, 94 accuracy, and plus 10 magic. Or the even better option of the Lucifer fusion weapon, the Holy Grail of Lucifer, a one-handed sword with 450 attack, 100 accuracy, and all stats plus 10. And her best accessories would be the Eye of Flame or the Blazing Flame to nullify and or make her weakness less of a problem. Runa Bracers increases ice damage significantly. The Chakra Ring for cutting her spells in half when it comes to the cost of SP. Or the Wizard's Mark / Magic Ring to help out with her overall SP usage. Mitsuru Kirijo. She is the Empress Arcana. She is 18 years old. Her birthday is May 8th, 1991, and she's 5'5". Mitsuru Kirijo is an elegant, straightforward, sometimes high-strung, and definitely intelligent young woman. You meet her the first night you arrive at the dorm, where she calms Yukari, who is startled by your arrival. Being one of the first original members of S.E.E.S and the leader of the Kirijo group's daughter, some background info on the Kirijo group will give a little bit of insight into Mitsuru and her roots. The Kirijo group is a globally operating multinational trading company that appears in Persona. It is said to be involved with almost every aspect of daily life, and finding someone that doesn't know the Kirijo group is practically impossible. The Kirijo group was originally a part of the Nanjo group, but later separated from them. Despite this, the Kirijo group works closely with the Nanjo group and has a business motto of 2 in harmony surpasses 1 in perfection. The Kirijo group did a number of experiments dealing with shadows, which eventually causes a huge explosion, which in turn leads to the creation of Tartarus in the Dark Hour. Newer Gekkokan High School was built on top of this site. The Kirijo group maintains control over the school, and a statue bearing their motto is located in the lobby of the school. The Kirijo group did a considerable amount of research involving shadows. They created evokers to aid with the summoning of a persona, and they created a series of anti-shadow weapons. Just to add a little bit of context. She is hospitable enough, but you can definitely tell early on she is withholding details.
My name is Mitsuru Kirijo. I'm one of the students who live in this dorm. Unlike the other buildings, this one's co-ed. It's not your typical dorm, though. I'll explain it to you later when I get a chance. It's getting late, so you should get some rest.
Close your eyes, cut the crap, sleep.
Her, Yukari, and the chairman Akutsuki watch you on a monitoring system. Until you find out for yourself about the Dark Hour, the night the dorm is attacked by shadows. She normally is level-headed and someone who is willing to take action when needed, usually being the one to give direction to others or take the reins when a situation arises.
Mr. Chairman, let's suspend our observation for now. We'll prepare for battle. Mr. Chairman, please head for the command room.
So you don't tell me nothing, but you are legally no adult. You are not an adult here.
Takiba, go upstairs and wake him up. Then escape out the back.
As I stated in the Akihiko video,
You should go check out the other episodes.
I ship Mitsuru with him for sure. If it was an option to set them up together, I would gladly do it. She definitely is always looking out for Akihiko, usually being his voice of reason and someone who cares about his well-being.
Yeah, right. It has to be them. Otherwise, it's not worth my time.
You have a one-track mind. Will you be okay on your own? The chairman will be here for the next few days, but after that, I can...
Don't worry, I'm just getting a little practice.
This isn't a game, Akihiko.
You think it's a game?
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
She starts as your group's first navigator, who you will talk to when wanting to go explore Tartarus or check on your party members at the dorm, and she gives you directions in Tartarus at least until Fuka joins your party. Which I feel she was a good temporary navigator, but I'm also glad she ended up moving from the background to the front lines, as in Persona 3 FES at least, the navigator and their persona aren't really seen in combat unless you want to cast Oracle, but we all know that would probably not be a great decision.
Invoking Oracle. Did it help?
Got it!
Mitsuru is like Akihiko, being an upperclassman of your party, the student council president, and someone with a lot of integrity. She will keep other members in line when they want to make a not-so-smart decision.
Hey, maybe we'll find some test questions.
Are you planning something unscrupulous under my supervision? If so, then expect to be severely punished.
Nice.
She cares about her image, being taken seriously, and that those she associates with can keep a clean nose. She even rewards you for taking your schoolwork seriously by rewarding you for doing good on your exams. She follows the rules, eventually to a fault, but in basic practice, I respect someone who takes rules seriously, as usually rules are set in place for the benefit of those under said rules. Traffic laws and things like that as like kind of an example. She starts off welcoming but reserved, a person living life for the sake of her family name more so than herself. As I stated a moment ago, following rules to a fault, even arbitrary ones, she thinks she must follow, such as going through with an arranged marriage she isn't really interested in for the sake of her family's company. A set of events you will experience with her throughout her social link, which you need to have gotten the highest score on at least one of your school's major exams, have max academics, and after she recovers from losing her dad, before you're able to start her social link, which is within the last 2 or so months of the game. Being very late, it's hard to complete without having to give it extra attention.
Finally!
She eventually comes to her senses and realizes she can still do good for the company without having to sacrifice all of what she could possibly want out of her own personal life. As mentioned before, Mitsuru goes through a time of grievance after losing her father to the events that occurred atop Tartarus, where her father and Chairman Akutsuki simultaneously shoot each other, both dying in the process. Her voice actor Tara Plott, who also voiced Elizabeth in the game,
I had hoped to join in on the wild ritual.
did a good job conveying the shock and horror of what Mitsuru's character and the entirety of S.E.E.S just witnessed.
Father.
As someone who can relate to losing a parent due to sudden and unforeseen circumstances, she takes it as I would expect. She loses sight of any reason to continue fighting. She feels she was doing all that she could just to please and protect the one closest to her, her father, just for, in the end, to not have been able to do enough. And she finally cracks open and vents her frustrations to Yukari.
That's right. I fought to protect him and look what happened. My trust for the chairman blinded me and I fell right into his trap. There was nothing I could do. My father placed the onus of responsibility all upon himself. And ever since the incident, he looked as if he was dead inside. I fought so that he could release the shame and guilt that burdened him so. But my efforts were futile, and now my life is without meaning. Right?
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Both of them having a heart-to-heart during your trip to Kyoto, which is what leads to Mitsuru having her Persona's second awakening to its new form.
I want to eliminate the Dark Hour and fulfill my dad's final wish.
Fulfill his final wish.
That's all No. We can do. Right, Senpai?
Yes, I agree, Takeba. It's not over yet. Nothing has been decided. We must put an end to this. For the sake of my father, and yours. Yukari, will you stand with me until the end?
Well, I guess we should go and take a bath together now.
Take a bath together? There's no need to worry, Father. I am not alone, and I'll never look back again.
She's refined, sophisticated, and very classy. She is someone from a walk of life the average Joe would know nothing about, but she is open-minded and curious to the ways of the world and those of a more common folks' experience.
This fashion magazine. I saw Takeba buying one, so I thought I'd pick one up myself, but alluring yet prudish, the ultimate combination. Ooh. What are they talking about?
A go-getter, overachiever, and someone who never lacks initiative.
I've made my decision as well. Kirijo is making great strides to turn itself around. After I graduate, I plan to assume leadership of the group and continue where my father left off. I cannot turn back now, even if I wanted to.
Mitsuru goes from accepting the chains which bind her to breaking free of them and realizing she can still be successful and who she really wants to be as well. True bird in a cage tale that is depicted well. And through Mitsuru's story, we get to see a bird finally spread its wings and get to take flight in a way they never thought was possible. Bringing this episode to a close, I hope everyone enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. New episodes of this series every Wednesday at 6 p.m. EST. The plan is to be moving on to Persona 4 Golden playable characters once P3s is done. If you want some more content like this,
you should go check out the other episodes.
There's even a little nice organized playlist on my channel. I also have a music channel, currently releasing new stuff I recommend checking out if you have a wide array of musical taste, as I delve into multiple genres, kinda like how the Persona series does. But enough with the shameless plugs. I am thoroughly enjoying the hours of research, scripting, and editing I have been putting into this series. So here's to hoping it pays off and I won't continue to be cursed by the YouTube algorithm. With that, I will bid you farewell. Take care, my friends, and stay cool.